And we continue tracking the surge in COVID cases across India, and the country has now seen a spike of over 39,000 fresh cases in a single day. Just six states contribute to 85% of the country's total caseload. These worst-hit states include Maharashtra, Punjab, Kerala, Karnataka, Gujarat and Chhattisgarh. Maharashtra is still India's biggest COVID worry as it accounts for 61% of the total active cases in the country. So that's the latest that we are getting you. In fact, day before yesterday, the state locked in the highest ever COVID tally ever since the pandemic began. And yesterday, we saw Mumbai record the highest number as far as its COVID caseload is concerned. The government is mulling several curbs in the coming days if situation doesn't improve. And Union Home Secretary has now written to states for strict enforcement of COVID-appropriate behavior. The Home Secretary in his letter notes that largely due to the laxity in observance of COVID-appropriate behavior by people, especially in the crowded places, COVID-19 cases are showing an increasing trend in several parts of the country. So that's the latest as far as the centre's intervention is concerned, as various states, especially 6 states, witness an unprecedented surge in COVID cases. Now, Mumbai has reported its biggest hike in coronavirus cases since the outbreak of the pandemic. The financial capital recorded 3,062 cases in the last 24 hours, which is the city's highest single-day increment in its total cases ever. The daily figure in Maharashtra is slightly lower than yesterday. The state has logged 25,681, which is over 60% of the country's total coronavirus cases. For more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Disha, who's been tracking this story. Disha, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast. So, worrying trends there, especially in the state of Maharashtra. We've seen how Maharashtra broke its record, recording the highest tally ever since the pandemic broke out. And now Mumbai also logging in the highest number of active cases in 24 hours. What more can you tell us as far as this surge is concerned and some of the steps that the government is contemplating or may have asked the people to follow COVID-appropriate behaviors? Remember, the government has consistently been reminding people to mask up, to follow COVID-appropriate behaviors, and it's also reminded people of the rule book and reiterated some of the old restrictions.
Well, good morning to you and our viewers, Archana. Definitely, Maharashtra remains the top state as for COVID concern because it contributes to at least 60% of the total caseload in the country. So this is perhaps the most sensitive, most alarming time that we are looking at, and definitely Maharashtra is in the middle of the second wave of the pandemic. In fact, Centre also time and again has reiterated how the state government needs to take some certain steps and measures to curb the rise of infection. So definitely yesterday, as far as Maharashtra is concerned, it continued to report over and about 25,000 COVID cases. And this is one of the highest number that we have seen ever since the pandemic. A day before that, we saw the highest at an all-time high the state reported. In Maharashtra, there are at least currently 6 to 7 districts which are the worst hotspots that include Mumbai, Pune, Nagpur, Aurangabad. In fact, in Mumbai, we saw the highest of all cases, that is 3,000. For the very first time, we did report such a large number of COVID cases in a single span of a day, which is another worrisome situation because testing remain to be constant, but here we are looking at the infection rate really going up. So that is another major of concern. As far as the measures and steps that the government is taking on the ground level is to speed up the tracking, testing and tracing for that matter, to vaccinate as many people possible, because speeding up vaccination is also one of the process. They are in fact deploying more BMC marshals and police on the ground so that they can fine people for not wearing masks or maintaining social distancing. So specifically in places like markets or public transport, in those locations as well, the BMC marshals are going to be deployed very soon to just fine people, because time and again, Archana, remember the government has been really very passing on warnings to the people that you have to take care. COVID appropriate behavior needs to be done on the ground level, and that is one of the reasons why we can curb this sort of a rise which we are looking at across the state.
Absolutely, Disha. And one of the statistics that I want to refer here is the positivity rate. And especially if you compare it with March 1, it was 10.36. And on March 19th, it was 20.19. So in 20 days, the positivity rate has doubled in the state of Maharashtra. So that's a worrying figure. Disha, please stay on with us. As you were talking about BMC marshals and how the government has reiterated that people must follow COVID-appropriate behaviors. Here's a shocking visual. Here's a shocking story of a woman who's assaulting a Mumbai civic body official, and this video has gone viral. Mumbai police have now registered an FIR against the accused under 3 sections for causing criminal intimidation and causing hurt. In the video, an unidentified woman can be seen brutally thrashing a BMC official in Mumbai. All right, let's also turn our attention to other COVID hotspot cities of Maharashtra. That's Pune and Nagpur. They are showing a more disturbing trend than Mumbai. Pune witnessed more than 5,000 fresh cases, while Nagpur logged a surge of 3,235 new cases on Friday. In fact, Nagpur is seeing this rise despite the 1-week lockdown that's in place till March 21st. Disha is still with us. So Disha, as we were talking about Mumbai, let's also talk about Nagpur and Pune. We've seen that Nagpur is under lockdown, yet it's witnessing a steady surge in cases. And in Pune also, there's no letdown as far as the case rise is concerned. What more can you tell us about these two cities in particular?
Well, Archana, definitely these two cities have continued to see a rise in their daily infections since the last 1 month. And if you compare, let's just put this into numbers for our viewers to better understand. So last month, if you particularly talk about Nagpur, it was reporting a single-digit positivity rate, which is merely between 5 to 6%. And today, if we talk about that positivity rate has touched 20% and above. So you can see that in the last 1 month, direct jump of 15% rise in their daily infection. That's alarming. And as far as the ongoing situation is concerned, the district administration has imposed a week's lockdown, which will end tomorrow. But despite that, we are looking at the cases coming up. That is due to the testing, is what the administration says, because more and more the detection level is tested at an early stage. It really helps in contact tracing. It really helps in tracking down the close contacts and immediately quarantining them as well. So this is one of the main point that I want to really focus on Nagpur, because once upon a time, Archana, last year, the city perhaps never faced any such issue with the COVID numbers. It used to have a lot more lesser cases, but now, of course, COVID inappropriate behavior led to the surge in the cases. And we still do not know whether the administration plans to extend this lockdown or not in Nagpur. We are waiting for the final orders. But tomorrow is when the 1-week lockdown ends in Nagpur. As far as the other COVID hotspot, Pune, is concerned, Pune continues to see a steady rise in the infection. Just like last month, it was reporting a single-digit positivity rise. But now, of course, it has crossed beyond 25%. So again, you can see that how the jump, the trend is going only upward. And yesterday, it recorded over and above 5,000 cases, which is one of the highest that the district has seen since the pandemic. So definitely on the ground, the night curfew is there. Strict vigilance is what the administration administration say, specifically at the restaurants, at the markets, at the crowded places, because that's where, people get together at large. So perhaps that's the on-ground situation. We still do not know some additional measures that the Pune will really take going forward because of the numbers that we are looking at in the last 1 week.
Right. Thank you, Disha, for this comprehensive update and a very detailed understanding of this rise in the state of Maharashtra. Remember, last week the centre had also written to Maharashtra and it had asked Maharashtra to step up contact tracing, step up testing and increase vaccination as the state continues to witness a rise. Now, after Maharashtra, another state that is seeing the second highest rise in cases, that is Punjab. And one of the worrying statistics in the state is its death rate, which is higher than the national average. The state of Punjab recorded 2,490 fresh COVID cases and 38 deaths in the last 24 hours. In order to contain the situation, the Punjab government has tightened curbs and public movement has been restricted in malls and theatres. Now from Punjab, let's turn our attention to the state of Tamil Nadu, which is also seeing a steady rise in COVID cases for the past few weeks, with over 1,000 cases reported across the state in the last 24 hours. Chennai, which continues to be the worst hit district, has recorded 421 fresh infections. It recorded that yesterday. Now, in order to boost inoculation, the Chennai civic body is holding a special vaccination drive to jab 2,000 beneficiaries at Nehru Indoor Stadium in the city. The move by the civic body comes as Chennai's positivity rate has touched 3%. For more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Mugilan on the broadcast. Good morning, Mugilan. All eyes are on this jumbo vaccination drive because Tamil Nadu is also witnessing a steady rise in COVID cases. What more can you tell us about today's events?
Yesterday, Tamil Nadu reported 1,087 cases, and again, majority of the cases coming from Chennai, 421 cases coming from Chennai, and the numbers dipped below 1,000 in the month of December, and once again after December, after almost 3 months, now again there is a surge in the number. The fresh COVID cases have crossed 1,000 in the state of Tamil Nadu, and more importantly, as I said earlier, the Chennai is also is the city where most of the cases are being reported from. Even though the state's positivity rate is little above 1%, Chennai's positive rate is very much inching above 3%. So to stop the spread of COVID infection, now the Chennai Corporation is taking various measures to stop the spread of COVID virus infection. And as a part of that measure, now we are saying the Chennai Corporation have organized this jumbo vaccination drive, and now we are here in Nehru Indoor Stadium. Today there are at least 20 medical teams has been assembled here, and these 20 medical teams will be vaccinating 2,000 beneficiaries in the day today. And we can see the kind of elaborate arrangements that have been done by the city commissioner, city corporation, and this is the registration desk where a beneficiary has to come here, have to register, and then they will be made to wait, and then they will be sent to the respective vaccination site. So then they will get vaccinated and they will be made to wait for 30 minutes and they will be allowed to leave the place. So the purpose of this Meha vaccination drive is that to vaccinate the maximum number of people. As far as Chennai is concerned, 4 lakh people has been vaccinated, 4 lakh beneficiaries has been vaccinated is what we are getting to hear from the Chennai Corporation Commissioner. So to increase the number, to vaccinate more number of beneficiaries, now this Meha, this jumbo vaccination drive is being initiated by the Chennai Corporation.
Right. Thank you, Mugilan, for that update and that live report from Chennai, where the government is holding a jumbo vaccination drive in order to include more beneficiaries in its vaccination drive. That's the latest that we are getting in from the state of Tamil Nadu.